Good day. My name is Takuka Benda, and today I'm going to be going through another Spark Foundation tax. And this tax is about creating a hybrid model that will predict sentiments in news headlines, and as well as this tax will help us to make prediction on a stock data set from Yahoo Finance. So um, I'm going to walk you through the code now. So we can see that the um, first sale, this first sale is going to get us the needed libraries for for this project. And as you can see, we have um, several um, modules or libraries that we need for this. So we have um, a VADER sentiment, uh, NLTK, that's for um, sentiments work for the news um, um, prediction. So we input the NLTK, we download data set, NLTK the download the punk um, data set. We have SG Boost, which will help us to like assemble them, both of them. We have non-fee, we have finance, Y finance. We input them as YF. We have MapReady for visual independence, and the corpus data corpus for stop. We have the stop word, portal stem, and all of them. So these are the libraries that we need for the project. And if you look at the cell you see below, we have downloaded the Vetersmith. We have installed all of the packages that is needed for this. We have installed all of them, right? Unzip the path uh, that was downloaded. And here we are now. So to acquire the data set, so we have here the stock data set that we're about to download. As you can see, the stock data set symbol that I have is AAPL. That's what I have. Okay, and then the start date is what is 2020, the 1st of January, the 1st, and the first month in 2020 to 2024, the second month, and the 12th. So all of the stock data set between this time and this time is what is being collected here. It's well downloaded. And then we have the stock data variable, um, and we have this a lot of code, right? So that's the data that we get for stock. And for the new data set, what I did was that I had a cargo data set from a cargo sites, download BBC News, that um, that automatically updates news from BBC to that data set file. So I have it here in this variable, and also have a the title, because the title is my concern for this project. So I have the news headlines as a variable with the title feature as a feature of concern here. All right. So for the numerical forecasting, we're going to use ARIMA forecasting, because we're doing two analysis. One is numerical, and the other is sentiment analysis into um, uh, a single project. So that's hybrid module. Okay, two modules, two or three modules to serve a single purpose. So for the numerical analysis on the stock data set, we're using ARIMA forecasting, and so that's how we have we input the ARIMA here via stats module. Okay, so we input them, as you can see here, and then we perform the ADF test for stationarity. Right. So what it does is that it performs This will help us to perform the augmented dictate fuller. All right, that's the ADF test. So we are checking for stationarity in the stock data prices, right? So after doing that test, so we're going to check um, we're going to check whether it's more than um, 0.05. That's like 50%. All right, and so if that's the case, then the stock data set is equals to um, the log, right? Non-field log dot stock data. Okay, so we apply the log transformation. All right, as you can see here, we have the log transformation that will be applied if the data is not stationary. Okay, then we also defined and fit ARIMA module. So we're going to define fit ARIMA module based on the chosen parameters, right? So we'll do that. So yes. So after doing that, so the module that we have is ARIMA stock data, and then the other is 211. Okay, and then we fit the module. All right, so we have module fit is equal to module dot fit. Then so so we have fit the module already. So we have forecast. So the forecast equals the module fit, which is this variable module fit of forecast, and then we have 10 steps. All right. So we are going to predict the next 10 closing prices. Now, so we have generated a forecast for the next 10 closing prices. Okay. So that's for the numerical forecasting using ARIMA. So, in summary of the analysis, just to get a summary of this analysis, what we do is that we'll perform the ADF test, all right, and that test is done for checking stationarity, all right, in the stock prices. Then after that, we apply the log transformation if the data is not stationary. That is, if it's not, with this if test. Okay, then we define and fit the ARIMA model based on the chosen parameters. Okay, and then we generate a forecast for the next 10 closing prices. So that's a summary of what we have here. And then for the sentiment analysis, so the sentiment analysis is done on the news data set, which is the BBC data set. And so we have the analyzer, sentiment analysis, all right, which is equals to sentiment analysis function. So sentiment score at this point is empty. We have an empty list for that. And so what we normally do is that we iterate through the news via this for loop. So we're going to iterate through the news headlines, that's the title of the news. So we're going to iterate through them to perform basic cleaning or pre-processing tasks, all right? So um, that's what we're going to do from here. All right. So then so in this for loop, that's what we have that is going to repeat it on all of the news headlines, these cleaning processes, pre-processing of the text. Then we also going to do some feature engineering here as well. So the feature engineering that we're going to do on the in here is that we have the predicted closing price as as a future, all right, and then we have news sentiments also as another feature. So we're going to engineer these features, and then we have a sentiment scores, the length of the forecast, all right, as well. So these are our feature engineering tasks that we are going to do, and we are creating a data frame called features that will include all of them, right? So these two features, which is predicted closing price and the new sentiments, all right. So this will have the latest news, all right, within the data set, or latest new headline, should say that way. Okay, that's for the sentiment score or the new sentiment. And then for the forecast, so we have the predicted closing price from the ARIMA module. So yeah, in this feature as well, right? And all of them is in our features data frame. So that's what we did. So we also going to define and initialize our SGBoost regressor module. Okay, and as you can see below in the next cell here, we have an SGBoost regressor. Okay, so we're going to reshape the features and target variable. All right, that's a predicted closing price. So we're going to do that, reshape those feature and target variable into what? Into appropriate non-free array, all right, X and Y, for the training of the module. Remember, we're doing a hybrid module in this case, and the SG boost is that's where it comes in. So to train the machine learning module for hybrid prediction using SG boost. So it's like an ensemble uh, module. So we check for missing value, all right? That's none or infinite values. We do the check, right? And then we shape it for shaping the data compatibility. So we fit the SG boost module on the features and the target variable X and Y. Yeah, so we fit that module right here. Okay, and then after fitting the module, we're now going to predict the sentiment analysis, prediction and sentiment analysis. So yeah, so the new predictor price is equals to model to predict, and we have our input data. So our input data is what we have here, sentiment scores. Remember, we created a data frame previously for that. And so we perform the sentiment analysis also. So this is prediction for the stock and sentiment analysis for the news data set. So performing the sentiment analysis, so sentiment analysis is equals to an empty a variable, empty string, as you can see. So if the sentiment scores is negative, that is if minus one is more than zero is positive. If it's lesser than one, is zero. Is negative, and if it's equals, else is neutral. So it's an if elif condition here. So that's how we have to analyze the sentiment of the latest news headline based on the score. So we're going to print out the results. You can see here the results are printed out. We have the predicted price is this 5.2704785, and then the sentiment analysis of the latest news. So based on the latest news, as we saw in the code, is neutral, right? So we have a visualization of the results here. So the actual and the predicted price, we have it here. Okay, so the actual and predicted price, we plotted the actual historical prices, right? And then the predicted prices from the ARIMA module and a placeholder for the hybrid prediction to be filled later. Okay, so this is what we have. So that's all we have for now. So thank you for watching this video. Right. So overall, this project or this task it attempts to combine numerical forecasting ARIMA with sentiment analysis to create a hybrid module for stock price prediction. Right. So the sentiment analysis of the news headlines is used as a feature for our SG Boost module, aiming to improve the prediction accuracy. So thank you for the time.